Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is what I spend in a month. We're about to reveal all my good and bad spending habits. I'm about to expose myself here. I'm going to tell you how much my rent is, how much my bills are, how much I spent on food, clothes, all of that good stuff, all at London prices. And I can tell you now that this month has been a slightly spenny one for many different reasons, but we'll get into that as we go. So today is currently July 30th, and for those out there going, Amber, July has 31 days, how do you know you're not going to spend any money tomorrow? I've lost my Monzo card. I've had to freeze my account. So I physically can't spend any money. So that's that. But we're going to get into what I spend in a month. I'm just going to go through it day by day, step by step, and kind of collate the spendings into different sections. So like you can do on different banking apps and stuff. I currently use Monzo, so they have kind of like general expenses, shopping, groceries, all of those kind of things. So I'm going to kind of filter the prices down and then give you the overall lump sum of what I spend, which I don't even know how much I spent right now, so I'm terrified. Okay, so July 1st, the first thing I paid was my rent. Now I'm just going to put a disclaimer here that I have very cheap rent and I'm very lucky to have this kind of rent in London, but that's simply because my flatmate's family owns the house we're living in, so they've given us kind of like a discounted rate, which is so lovely. So my rent is £325 a month. Safe to say if you're living in London your rent's probably going to be a lot higher than that. I don't want to say to people like international students and things like, oh, it's only £300 a month to live in London. That's usually not the case. My rent last year was £665 a month, so like over double what I'm paying now. So just a little disclaimer there, but that was my first expense. So then for my share of the electric and gas I paid £19.24. Again, there's 4 of us living here, so that's split between all 4 of us, and our bills have been going up obviously during lockdown because we're all stuck inside, but that's how much I spent on electric and gas. Water was £11.95 and our council tax was £26.75 each. So they were all my individual costs, and that's kind of all my bills for the month. I've also got a bill here that I've paid my flatmate £8.88, but I can't work out what that's from, which isn't very useful. I'm just going to pop that with my expenses and things because we have a shared tab between all our flatmates, so that was obviously something I owed to the flat, so another £8.88 in there. I then also put £350 into savings, but that's kind of my own money going into my own money, so it's not really an expense, but money that I can't touch, I guess. Then July was always going to be more of an expensive month because it was Christian's birthday on the 3rd, so on the 2nd of July I went and did a little round of shopping. I bought some breakfast items in Lidl for £5, I bought a cake from Marks and Spencer's for £3, so I popped into Superdrug after that and just bought some hay fever tablets and some razors, but the hay fever tablets were for Christian, so he actually paid me back for that, so in total I spent £4. You will also notice actually that the majority of the prices I'm telling you are whole figures, and that's because I've got the roundup feature on Monzo, so if something's like £3.98, that 2p will go into my savings, so it rounds up to £4 if that makes sense. So then the 3rd, Christian's birthday, we went on like a long car ride to a cycling track, so I spent £6 in Greggs. We also went out for dinner and spent £23 on some burgers, which was absolutely lovely. It's so good. And then Christian was still a bit peckish afterwards because we didn't realise the burgers didn't come with chips. Like they didn't, it was just a burger. He's a big lad, he was still hungry. So we popped into McDonald's and spent £7. Oh, also my internet came out and that was £15.35, and that's just because me and Christian have our own internet and Loz and Kate have their own internet. It's just something about 2 different plans or something, it's just the way it worked out, so that was £15.35. I then got really into looming. I thought I was going to be a fab loomer. Didn't happen. So, or a weaver on a loom. See, I don't even know the right terminology, but I spent £4 on macrame cord on Amazon. I also spent £2 in Toolstation on some nails, which then broke my loom, so didn't get very far with that one. On the 6th of July I did my weekly shop and spent £20 in Lidl, and then on the 7th of July I spent £7 on TubeBuddy, which is a thing that helps you kind of come up with good titles and tags and things for your YouTube videos. Then we decided to go home to Bournemouth for the weekend, so I spent £9 on coffee at Fleet. I then, whilst I was down in Bournemouth, you might have seen my vlog, but I wrecked one of our tyres on our car, so I had to get that replaced. So that was £50. Now obviously that's not a regular occurrence on a monthly basis, but one of those unexpected things that pops up from time to time. We also popped into McDonald's on the way back up to London and just got some coffees and things, and that was £12. Oh, £9. Not sure where I got £12 from. That was £9. Then on the Monday, so that was the 13th of July, I decided to go charity shopping, thrift some cute things. So I spent a total of £20 in 2 different charity shops. Then Friday the 17th of July, I needed to top up on some petrol and also go food shopping again. So my petrol was £11 and the food shop was £30. Then this is where another additional cost comes in. Me and my friends are hiring an Airbnb next month just as something fun, a little get together. There's just going to be 8 of us. It's going to be really nice, a couple of days just to catch up. So I spent £79.17 on that. We then on the 20th of July had a barbecue with some of our friends, so I needed to pay Christian back for some of the food that he bought for us, so I sent him £10. Then another big cost, we had our car insurance time out, lapse, whatever, so we had to get it renewed, so I had to pay Christian £150 for that. And it's also our friend Katie's birthday in the same month as Christian's, in July as well, so I spent £12 on her birthday present as my share. Then my Amazon Prime subscription came out, which was £3.99 but rounded up to £4. And on the 23rd of July we spent the day at Christian's studio doing some filming, so I went out and bought some chocolate bars because I was feeling a little bit peckish, wanted a reward, wanted a little treat, so I spent £2 on chocolate bars. Then Saturday 25th we went out for coffee, and we also went out in the evening as well. So we went to a little French bakery and spent £10 there. I also popped into Superdrug just to get some conditioner and stuff, which was £5. And this was actually the first time we went on a bus since lockdown in 4 months, so I spent £3 on the bus. On Sunday we decided to go back to that French bakery, so I spent another £10 there. And my last bit of spending before I lost my card was on July 28th. I went into Superdrug and spent £16 on a mascara, some shampoo and some, what they're called, nose strips, black pore strips. And I also popped into Lidl just to top up on my weekly shop and spent £17. And then to finish off my grand expenditure, I popped into another charity shop because I can't help myself, but I only spent £5. Now is the scary bit where I have to add all of that up and see what my grand total is. Okay, so I've done the maths. I've only done it once because it took a very long time to add it all up, and I'm hoping it's right, but it might be like a few pounds off, maybe £10 off here or there. I'm going to give myself a £10 buffer either way, but my total spend is £1,277.11. Yikes. And as someone who's currently unemployed, that's not a nice number to have spent, but it is what it is. I had a really great month, did some really cool things. There were things that popped up that probably shouldn't have, and I also had 2 birthdays this month, so I'm trying to reason it that way, but I know if I wasn't in lockdown that number probably would have been a hell of a lot higher. So take from it what you will. That's how much I spend during the month in London, living in London in lockdown. £1,200 is easily spent. But hopefully you have enjoyed this video. I hope it kind of answered some of your questions about expenses living in London and how affordable it is to live in London and kind of some of the prices that you can find in London. But if you have enjoyed this video, please hit thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. And if you do want to see any more videos like this, or you have any other ideas that you'd like to see, like about money or life in London or spending wise, things like that, please leave them down below because I'd love to hear your thoughts. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye! Hello. I'm filming.
You're in the middle of a shot.
Yeah, kind of. I guess not. I'll pause it. God knows how much I'll spend then. I'm bored of not spending money. I did spend some more money. I looked back to see how much I spent in my first and second video. Interesting.